All right, here we go again. Buckle up. So, not to flame the fire people, but corruption exists. The deep state exists. There's even a Republican deep state. You all do your thing, and that's that. But if you are harassing people by stalking them with fire trucks, it happens, and it happened. And I told you I realized it was happening to other people I worked with at a certain point. Right. They're not trying to rule somebody to get them right. It's actually the reverse. They're depleting them, causing them to fail, causing them to succumb to the spells and curses and personal wills that they're projecting into the life of their victims. So if you're harassing people with fire trucks, there's a chance that that person will direct anger and violence at the fire department. It's just a fact of life. It's just how psychology works. It's funny, you all profess to be the biggest psychology knowledge on the planet, but it's all really anti-psychology at a certain point. You deny the truth of it. So again, not condoning the crime, but you have to understand that there is a psychology, there is a reality. Again, Israel is a prime example. You could have altered the psychology years ago and made it happen a little differently. But, for whatever it's worth, whatever you're doing it for, you did it the other way. So again, the first thing is you have to know to heal things. So you can heal that. You can heal that whole situation. Now, you can't heal it to say healing it is to have anybody that hates the fire department killed or something like that. Right. You have to heal everybody involved, and you just heal it, which means it doesn't exist anymore. So you see, but they're not happy with that because they love people to victimize. They love to kill people, and they are who they are. They exist in every walk of life. Again, I use the term narcissist, but you've all dumbed that down. So it isn't useful to use that term. So I'll just call you devils. So again, the idea is that these things need to be healed. Now, you may have trouble in life because you heal it. It's not Satan's trying to project, well, you made a choice then, didn't you, to heal it? And, you deserve what happens to you. And the system on the planet is healers get up, and that's not why I do it. I'm just a natural healer. Right? Once I knew that exists and God showed me how I could see that people need healing, I would heal people all the time, and I still do. But it's at a distance kind of thing. Mostly. I mean, it may be like a handful of people that maybe in life I healed directly with them. But at this point, there's probably millions upon millions of people that I've healed from a distance. Again, they're creating a fake world. It'll be interesting to know what set that person off. I got something for you, so. 14:3. I think it's going to get here about 2:30, I guess. I remember DHL calls you anyway if, when they're like, well, they used to. I don't know what they do now. They look when they're certain, like 10 minutes out or something. I guess it just depends. $2:30 to 4:30, they believe it'll be delivered. Shipper address is in Jerusalem. Coming from Jerusalem. It's actually a big Israeli company. I didn't know whether they were made in the PRC or Israel after I ordered them because I couldn't find it. I finally found the image that said that it was made in Israel. Right. I'm not sure. I think the other ones I give away, and it may be to one of the people that has like a kids group or something at the church. I'm not sure if they have a use for them or not. But it's a whole. It's a lamp and wick, or I just give them away to individual people. I don't know. We'll see. The Lord will help me sort it out, I'm sure. There might be a reason why they don't go on the ark. But again, something really wrong with them. It just got crazy. I mean, they're cursing me while I'm trying to order it. They set it back quite a few days before I started. Actually, no, I had the other candles already, so that's why I started with the other candles. It's funny because this is what they're trying to do to me. The Son of Man has nowhere to rest his head. That's what they try to do to me. Foxes have dens, the birds of the sky have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to rest his head. Another disciple said to him, Lord, let me go first and bury my father. Jesus answered, follow me. Let the dead bury their dead. I've had that done to me quite a bit. But why do we do it? Because you're devils and criminals. Right. I already told you how to heal it. Heal it. Right. Weirdos. What is this health insurance? I forget what this case is. Well, actually, it's weird because this may have been one of the cases where it caused me to be targeted, a case like this, a medical case. Right. Somebody stole a medical business or sold a medical business, and they just kept keeping the receipts kept coming to them. So they wouldn't cooperate, and they ordered everything seized. And I and another deputy effectuated the seizure order in Baltimore. Because it was a bigger one in Florida, I think. But they were like, I don't know, was it a penthouse or just underneath the penthouse? I think it was a penthouse in Baltimore. We may have been targeted. Those type of people are whack. Right. Sorry. Like she was like really, really upset, like angry at us, but we're like, we're just, it's just paper, okay? We understand they already executed the one in Florida. That's the big one, right? Right. We weren't seizing anything. We were just putting her on notice, right? Well, actually, I was trying to read the Pride Parade, right? Because there's a lot of sacrilegious appearing things there, right? But it may be a sign that something's awry. I agree. Well, if a big person comes to the planet, Satan tries to steer like a big person that would become something for God. So Satan has the eye for the future of this planet as what's going to happen in the future, because the majority of the planet is with Satan, and that includes religious people. Right. So Satan can take somebody out at a young age, either try to get them killed or turn them into somebody that would be, wouldn't seek a life with God. I'm online watching something here on X. Antifa is doing something here. It's like some metropolitan area, but they didn't realize people are like living in apartments around it. And one of the women came out and she starts yelling at them. You're worse than ICE. Terrorizing us every night. Go blankety blank yourself. Yeah, it's kind of weird they walk around naked. That is very weird. So I gotta see what the IDF response is. Oh, this thing's not going anywhere. Trying to click the link. Or maybe not. I think it's saying it's collateral damage, but I'm trying to. I don't know. It should go to a news article. See what I get from it. Try to Google it. I don't have a description. Oh. No, I can't see it. Oh, okay. So it's artillery fire. Yeah, you have to respond honestly, and then you have to deal with the fallout if there is any. And it's the way it works. Instead of lying, don't lie. Well, the only thing about war is that it is crazy. So, right, and all these type of things that happen. So it's well, okay. Yeah, you have to look at that. So things can happen like that. That's the law enforcement in war. There's a certain level of urgency and exigence that causes natural miscalculation at times. Thank you, Larry. But again, apparently I heard from the investigators, and they said, well, we have a lot of work to do because we have to figure out, is it just, again, you have to be careful that you don't go one way or the other in the wrong direction. But was it calculated? Miscalculated, but calculated, right? Right. So like a careless, right? Like again, it's not calculated, but it's a carelessness because it's Palestinians and they don't care. That kind of thing. So again, he has a lot of stuff he's got to look at, or she's got to look at. Right. Misfeasance or actually misfeasance or nonfeasance versus malfeasance. Right. They don't think they have a case of deliberate malfeasance, but you have to understand that they altered Islam. Right. These guys are nuts. I'm just reading something, right, where they can rape women that they capture. Right. I don't believe the early Islamists were even close to that. And again, at a certain point, it did move off into Sufism, which is, really a more perfection. Well, because it has more mercy. Again, what was the only reason God brought Muhammad? For mercy. What it is, they alter what mercy means, right? But if you look, Sufism is a higher level of mercy, which would make it actually a higher level of Islam. Not to insult anyone, but again, the scriptures define what direction you're supposed to move in Islam. Now let's do a quick 20 minutes right now. I'll take a quick break. I got some things I got to do. But the idea is, psychology is a big deal. So Israel is trying to get there on its own. Right? Trying to, clean up. Again, all those years, different things could have been done to help the Palestinians not be who they became in that particular moment. Correct. I mean, there is a psychology to creating enemies that will attack you. All right, stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do. Praise God.